In today's video, we're taking a look at a RC vehicle we don't even sell. Let's get into it. What's up everybody, it's your boy Devin from Naughty Boy RC, and in today's video we're taking a look at the cheapest RC excavator on the internet. That's right, this is the Gong Toys, I believe 24th scale excavator, and we picked up this thing off Temu for $27. Yeah, less than 30 freaking bucks. There's a few other videos on this thing, people got it on Amazon and eBay, and it normally runs around $50. But you can find this on Temu for right around $25 to $28 depending on the time and coupon that Temu is offering. Best part is this actually ships from a USA warehouse, so we had this thing here to the shop in like 3 days. And just to clear things up, we aren't sponsored by Temu, they didn't send us anything. We did buy this with our own money. We want to see what it's all about and give it a little test. But we did sign up for their little affiliate thing, so link will be down in the description below along with a coupon bundle so you can save even more money on this thing and anything else you may want to pick up from Temu. Even if you don't want to support us here, that's fine. Just make sure you do end up on the right one because there is like 10 or 15 different models that are really similar to this excavator, but a lot of them are different. You want to make sure you're getting the Gong Toys for this exact model. Taking a closer look at the box, you can tell this thing did not arrive perfect. They just ship it in a poly mailer, so it is a little crushed and banged up, but I think it'll be okay. Also, looking at the box, it gives you a little more info about it. It has 680 degrees of rotation, so I don't think you're going to be able to do that constant circle. I think it's going to end up having a stopping point. And what's really cool, according to the bottom of the box, you should be able to pick this thing up in white and green also. Pretty neat. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Check this out. This thing is so full of freaking detail. The remote does come all bubble wrapped up in there. This thing just looks so good. I mean, check that out. Bucket is plastic. This piece might be metal up top here, but the rest of it's just all plastic. That is okay though. For freaking $27, there's not really too much you can complain about here. I mean, this thing just looks so good with all the little rails on there. The opening box so you can see what looks like an engine compartment. You have the exhaust on the back, a little red light up top, and check out that little driver in there. That is so cool they added that touch. Of course, they have all the fake hoses and hydraulics and even 2 little light buckets on either side of the boom arm. Looks like there's 1 screw to get into the battery compartment, and hopefully the battery's in there because I don't see it with the rest of the stuff. So it is just an 18650 1200 mAh single cell battery. Should be more than enough for this little thing though. Now also in the box you are going to get like a little safety notice and then the manual, which does seem to be pretty fairly well detailed considering how cheap this car is, and it is in Chinese and English. They do hook you up with a USB charger, and something you don't see too often with these toy grade RCs, they actually give you a screwdriver to get into the battery compartments. Moving on to the controller, it does take 2 AA batteries that you will need to provide, but this thing is absolutely sweet. It looks like nothing else I've ever seen before. It is very light and does have a cheapish feel, but the actual joysticks themselves are surprisingly stiff. I was kind of expecting a looser, like video game style feel. It's construction themed. It has like a little bit of diamond plate on the bottom, and it actually has these 2 little antenna tubes that pull up like that just look super cool, and then you got like these little bars like you would see on the side of the excavator on either side. So on the controller there are a multitude of buttons, including 2 fake buttons at the bottom, which is a little weird. I'm guessing they use this same remote for other models, but there is a button down there. Get some engine noise with this thing. $27 and you get engine noise. That's pretty impressive. Even has an engine shut-off noise like you're idling down the machine. On the other side, you do have a button to turn on and off the LED lights. Super cool. Something different, a little weird I wouldn't expect really any RC to have. It has a button up top that's like an automatic mode. It just drives itself all around willy-nilly. Let's give the functions just a quick little bench test here. We got forward, reverse, there's the bucket. Yep, and you do get that hard stop, so it's not just gonna keep going around and around and around. It'll eventually lock itself up. Let's see about this. Okay. So the bucket and boom arm on this unit actually function together. There's no separate scoop in use. And if you hold the button just straight up, it's just gonna scoop by itself. Holding it straight out, same thing, just backwards. So a little disappointing there, but then again, the fact that it's actually scooping things at $27 is pretty freaking impressive. So with the 680 degrees of rotation, it is a little easy to get lost and not quite know exactly where you are. So you may just have to keep rotating yourself back till you get there. Why don't we get this thing outside and actually put it to some use? Alright everybody, that does it for today's video of the little mini Gong Toys RC excavator. Overall, it did pretty well. It got through the mud and snow absolutely no problem. However, that tiny little plastic dig bucket just really struggles. This snow's hard pack. I did break it up so it could scoop some, but even in the mud, you could see me press my finger down where it was super soft, and it still struggled. But if you're doing loose sand, this is gonna have no problem. It just has to be very light and loose, whatever you're scooping. That being said though, for 27 bucks, it did a very good job. And if you have little kids or someone who's wanting to get into the RC construction side of the the hobby and maybe don't want to take that leap of several hundred or maybe even a couple $1,000s into something bigger, this may be a good option, a good starting point. If you got a sandbox at home, you're gonna have a ton of fun with this. Like we said in the beginning of the video, link will be down in the description below where you can pick this up on Temu. If you want to get into something bigger, you can check out our website, www.naughtyboyrc.com. And remember, keep it naughty.